Bangladeshis to restrain Sri Lanka. They're really on the move when the partnership between Sri Lanka and Abhinavendra was going strong. Now maybe with the fall of wicket, Bangladesh will be hoping can get two in quick succession. Sri Lankan supporters here gathering in numbers, enjoying the music and enjoying the cricket in the middle from their players.
Watch cricket in Sri Lanka with all music. Opera band is blazing away. That's where naturally shake the body. On the next side, straight away, Mustafiz against Janit Tweed. Ball over the wicket. Kusal Mendes right throughout these innings. He's been opted to go round the wicket. The first ball over the wicket was a wide. And straight away he realizes his rhythm today, particular day, is to bowl round the wicket. And now he changes ends and changes tactics, coming round the wicket to Janit as well.
Intent on control, not trying to give away too many runs. It's been a drastic change in the attitude that Mustafiz Rahman has bowled, realizing that maybe this wicket is not there for his cutters, right from the word go deciding to come and bowl to the right-handed batters in particular around the wicket.
Projected score at the moment, same run rate, 275, some runs per over 25. And Sri Lanka will be unhappy if it's been
This wants a change in the field, wants the fine leg to go to the boundary. Daskin Ahmed going across. With 5 outside the 30 yard circle, the last 10. And good delivery. He just slowed it down, but the length not quite there to go for an attacking stroke.
trademark Mustafiz. It comes to a slow ball. Subtle wrist, just works it. Really gives it a rip. He's missed Janit again the last game. Probably the wicket-taking game when it came to the situation. Slight pacing. He's going across the field. Probably the comfort level. The players quite somewhat. Raise your welcome, David. Should be a couple of runs easy for Janit again.
And that's the way to rebuild the innings. Now that you've lost one of the partners with whom you're going strong, got a new partner in, but are just each other, read each other well, bowling should be good. And suddenly with that fall of wicket, Bangladesh will be rejuvenated. Understandably, they'll do better with the ball. The fielders hopefully will have spring in their steps, which they had early on in the innings. Maybe get another wicket quickly. Very late on that, as the ball is just dying away and also moving away from him.
Tanvir Islam has bowled out his 10 overs. Miraj has bowled 8. Shamim has bowled 2. That's 20 overs. Looks like Tusky. Nah, komika kali ini adalah komika wanita yang pantang menyerah. Dia itu tuh jauh-jauh dari Makassar, datang ke Jogja untuk audisi.
Oh, Mother Anarchy ya?
Gagal.
Similarly.
6 wickets in hand. Yeah, you're eyeing more than 300, 290, 300. They'll be happy with that. It's been good here in Palik. Clear skies and the mountains in the background, greenery. And now, the cricket also living up to expectations. It was a pressure game for Sri Lanka coming into this. They haven't lost a series here in a few years. They won 10 out of the last 12. Bangladesh had never won a series in Sri Lanka, and hence the back of the minds that causes a bit of doubt, Prashant.
Yeah, that's right, Russell. But having said that, I think Sri Lanka will be disappointed if they don't get close to that 300 mark coming from here. 431 for 4.
যারা যারা লাইভটা দেখছেন
Also, I feel
একটু
that
কষ্ট করে একটা
Chandigarh
সাবস্ক্রাইব
needs
করে
to be
দিন।
a little bit smart here. He needs to understand that Kusal Mendis is on a roll and needs to have the strike a little bit more.
Yeah, with just
একটা
over 7
সাবস্ক্রাইব
overs
করে
to go, you
দেন,
got to get off
সাবস্ক্রাইব
strike.
না করলে লাইভ করা যাচ্ছে না। একটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেন, 1000 সাবস্ক্রাইব
Being
প্রয়োজন
smart
আমাদের
from here
নতুন
on,
একটা
but Sri
চ্যানেল,
Lanka have been very
সবাই
smart
একটু
throughout
সাবস্ক্রাইব
this
করেন।
innings, especially Kusal Mendis. If I compare his innings, the quick 50 he made in the second ODI to this, there haven't been any risks taken today. It's been controlled batting. Lots of singles, along with Asalanka. And I can't think of a chance that he's given. It's been that kind of day where the batters have controlled matters. They've got themselves a good platform to get that dominant score. Bangladesh, for their part, they haven't been clumsy either. They've been pretty disciplined and hung in there, trying to stay with Sri Lanka. Very good over from the captain, just the two singles. 133 for 4. The big partnership in powerplay too has made sure that the rate was healthy. The last 10 overs now, that's powerplay 3. Mind you, there's only one ball now. 34th over, you decide and you pick one ball which ends up being slightly softer, maybe more wear and tear. Could be hard. Oh, this could be tight. Now he's covered it well, Kusal Mendis. Just going back to how the two teams have played, 280, 290 has been chased down successfully, Roshan. On many occasions, sorry.
Yeah, and also let's not forget this is a good surface, Russell. And Bangladesh will be telling themselves, if they can bowl this last few overs with, shall we say, giving signals, not boundaries, they would have done well. Because that's the whole idea. This is what happened 2 balls ago, and this is a good effort by the bowler. But still, you could see the desperation on the part of the Sri Lankan batters. They need those runs. They need to maintain the momentum.
Gee, he uses his body well. Kusal Mendis. All round the wicket. But why he's hard to bowl to is because the way he creates his length. And there are many shots that he plays. Oh, he's hit it well. That's timed ever so well. It's about that back leg that he bends, transfers his weight, and a good length delivery. He plays the short hand jab. Gets into that position, then the back leg drops. So he's now created a wonderful position to play the cross-pad shot. Not many of the other players use that back leg in such a manner. They're either pulling the front leg back or trying to get further up. So this is a length that I've seen him play so well at different parts of the ground. Just because he manages that back leg so well. Now if he wants to go and carves it through. Really good, Jonathan again. Put your head down. Get Mendes on strike. 241 for 4. Very good partnership between Asalanka and Kusal Mendes. I mentioned Bangladesh bowled well. Not getting anything, then Tuskin shows up and bowls a full toss and he gets a wicket. Bowlers will lose once and see where they go. Made Yasin Miraj his last over, he's bowled well. Now does Shamim need to bowl? That's my question. Looking at options available, Tuskin's got 2, Mustafizur has 2, Tanzim's got 4, so he can go to his main seamers after this over. I just got the impression because Miraj got through that over for 2, maybe take the pace off from the other end, which didn't actually work. He's got his options there. I reckon go to Mustafizur and Tuskin to finish off.
Couple of runs here. I think Mustafiz is a no-brainer. He needs to bowl there. Tuskin needs to bowl there as well.
Good to see Phil Simmons back. Not around for the second ODI. A routine medical checkup. Very important at our age. Make sure you're on top of things and pay attention to good health, your fitness.
Hello.
And it's back. Who's got that in the gap? That'll skip away.
Yeah, welcome boundary. Welcome boundary for Sri Lanka. In fact, it took some time coming. First after 28 balls, but it was welcome. Bangladesh was doing well. Yeah, that's the one that he looks to undercut. Kusal Mendes, in any case, was looking significant and gets the boundary.
Maybe he should have played the square cut. There we go. The use of that back leg. It's a length that a lot of others just lunge at, that he's able to pick up. A couple of balls ago, he comes. He's not quite there. But he still goes with it. Must be seeing that ball like a football go out there for quite a while. It's been a very controlled innings. Innings that Sri Lanka needed. Especially when they find themselves under pressure. I also think, oh dear, yes, he's gone. I would think he stepped on his stumps. Johnny Tlianagi going deep in the crease. He doesn't wait for the umpire. He's walking off. He knows that he stepped on the stumps.
How unfortunate can that be? The stepping on his stumps when the ball never challenged him. This goes quite deep, just...
I think it's
সবাই লাইক করে শেয়ার করে দেন, একটা করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেন, দয়া করে একটা করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন। সাবস্ক্রাইব না করলে লাইক বেশি ভিউ হয় না, লাইক করা যায় না।
While trying to take off with a single, Johnny Tlianagi at 12 today, 249 for 5. 49 for 5. How unfortunate. Danit Lienegate trying to work that into the gap. Here's Dunit Wellalage. I'm a bit surprised with Wellalage coming at this stage when you have one into Hasaranga and an ideal time to come in and pop the ball. Jakarali has no idea what's happened here, but the sheepish look from Lienegate. There you go. He knows. He stepped on it.
Yeah, I think he realized when he knocked on those stumps, he straight away knew. But last 5 overs, 30 legal deliveries. How much can Sri Lanka get? And still, they're persisting with Shamin.
So Roshan, that's the first time someone's been out mid-wicket in Pallekele. The 7th time is Sri Lankan. Who's got hit wicket? I think I remember Roy Dias. Probably was the first when his helmet fell onto the stump.
I watched that game, I remember. That was the tour Sri Lanka played their first test match.
John Lever. All along years ago, Roshan, you were around, huh?
I was. And that was the time that Roy was not wearing that strap.
সবাই একটা করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন, যারা দেখছেন একটু কষ্ট করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন যাতে আমি এই চ্যানেলে ভালো করে
Well,
ভিডিও
the point you made
লাইক
about
করতে পারি,
bowling
সব
him at
ধরনের
this
খেলা লাইক
stage
করতে পারি।
continues to baffle me a little bit. Now this is over number 46. We still got 2 overs left by Mustafiz. That's the boundary in the gap. So at some stage, the skipper needs to bring it back.
His hand came off the mat as well, not in control at all. That's all he needed. Actually, it's done clean against the 8th Sri Lankan maybe out wicket. Now Roy Dias was that a one-day or a test match? Roy Dias in 1982 at the SSC. On him. Shamim gets to it. He holds on. Well, what do you know, Roshan? Maybe Hassan Miraj keeps him on and they get Kusal Mendis at a vital time.
Outstanding catch, and yes, we know nothing. The captain seems to know everything here. And Kusal Mendis forms back in Bangladesh, makes the breakthrough at a very important stage. But you need to watch this catch because it was never easy. Believe me, with the ball falling over your shoulder as you run back, which is never easy. Brilliant.
Oh, yes, he wanted it. He really did, and that's why he was able to get there. Crucial blow. Now, this could be the difference between 300 and maybe even 280. Kusal Mendis has batted brilliantly. Really, really good knock from Sri Lanka's wicketkeeper. 124 of 114, 255 for 6. Go off the mark straight away. You're talking about school cricket and what SLC do, their development here, Sasaranga. That's where a lot of the Sri Lankan cricketers, or most actually, begin their careers, begin their foundation and learnings. 256 for 6.
The predicted results speak for themselves.
RM 9 sembilan puluh.
dia. Buku nota yang size
Well, again,
A4
Hasaranga
untuk
new at the
sekolah
crease.
buku nota
The
size
wicket
A4
delivery. Yes,
untuk
he
sekolah
did
menengah.
something different.
Nabi ni 3 kat mana?
He flicks it out and it skids on to Kusal Mendis.
Tiga apa?
Taskin Ahmed starts with a shorter
Oh, dah
one.
enough. 4 dah.
Punit Wellalage got his cricketing foundations in
Why,
Sebastian's
Amira? No, in the house got sharp enough. Just
That ball
sharp
stayed
from the
down.
house and go.
It didn't arrive. This is a good catch. And bowlers seem to do different things with their grips and releases. Yeah, I think he had a good foundation, but he ended up in a good finishing school. And that's where he is with that finishing school. You need a good finishing school as much as you need a good foundation, Russell. Standing ovation for Kusal Mendis. Since the fielding team decided on which ball they were going to use, that's at the end of the 34th over. The first 6 overs, Sri Lanka scored 40, so that's almost at 7 runs an over. But since
সবাই একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দেন
40th over, when
চ্যানেলটা
you're allowed that extra
সবাই দয়া করে
fielder
সাবস্ক্রাইব
outside the
করেন
circle, Sri Lanka's rate has dropped to 5. They've lost wickets as well. So it's become a lot harder. So as you go on, you're going to have to learn to face those passage of play differently. He wants to. It's good work. Real good work in the deep. So you talk about the last 10 overs, you talk about set batters coming in, but this is a new phase in cricket. Now it's a new. The playing conditions have changed. It's a single ball and not balls used from either end. So it may take a little bit of time to assess how the ball that is being used is going to create an impact on the rate of scoring and wickets. So it's very early days at the moment. 21 balls remaining in the innings. Asalanka at the toss said he'll be happy with 280. Very good, really good from Taskin. Got to use whatever option you have available at this stage. Roshan, a question to you. Take out your thinking hat. Now Shamim got a wicket from the other end. You're going to give him the flick. Mustafizur has to. I will give him the flick. I'll bring Mustafiz back. You need Mustafiz back. He is the specialist. Shamim has done you a massive favour, got a wicket, and it's time now to bring in the established man. I think it's no-brainer. Mustafiz needs to come back. He's got 2 overs left, and he's generally very good in the depth with his cutters and pace-off deliveries. Mid-on in the circle. That's our pace. They're getting underneath it. Another good catch. Again, it's Shamim. Had to run backwards, looking over the shoulder, and he takes it nicely. And this is a really good phase for Bangladesh. Really good phase. That ball short and bouncing as well. Wellalage was charging. And very good catch again. An excellent catch. Bangladesh will be very pleased with 259 for 7. At one stage, Sri Lanka looked like taking it away. Wellalage goes for 6. Sri Lanka, one ball to go in the over. 259 for 7.
Yes, Sabar boleh tak?
Dusmanta Chamira ahead of Mahesh Deeksha today. 6:18 p.m. is the time that Bangladesh need to start the 50th over. It's 6:07 p.m. I think they are on track today. Oh, wonderful over, wicket, and just the 3 runs. 259 for 7.
Kosong 1 4. Nombor. Warna hitam putih bang.
Macam mana?
Warna hitam putih color.
Hitam putih je.
More wickets Bangladesh have picked up for the addition of 35 runs.
Muhammad kau simpan Muhammad. Apa tak nak
All
tu?
crucial wickets. Wicket of Mendes, the wicket of Sri Lanka. That's where you pull Sri Lanka back. Here's Shamim given the flick, even though he picked up the wicket in his last over. Here's Mustafizur.
Janganlah, Papa ada banyak kat rumah. Papa ada banyak
Probably
kat
just the
rumah.
one.
Benda tu
Oh, he
Papa dah
wants
beli
to.
dah. Papa tak keluar saja.
Not in the right place, Mustafizur, and I think he's got a cramp as well for his troubles.
Perfectly clever running, I must say. There was some danger with Dushmanta Chamir running to the danger end, but every run matters. I hope he's all right. Really rushing that first run, but there was some hesitancy here. Saranga wanted it. Not sure that Chamira was on, but then he went on with it.
Mustafizur had time to get behind the stumps. Probably the throw was a little too wide to affect the run out. But in the process, the cramp. Well, I don't know about this option because with mid-off and mid-on brought into the circle, just so should he have looked to play off the back foot? But he's definitely trying to play mid-off and mid-on. Ends up slicing it.
Dah bayar?
Yeah, I think the execution, that's very clear. You're right, because we don't inside the circle, except back of a length, so you would ideally be looking to go square. And given the way Devi
Yeah.
with Belalage is so good square of the wicket, he should have been looking to pick point. That looked a premeditated shot. That was the problem.
51
That's by
41.
reading the field. Flat batted over, mid-off, mid-on. There's your boundary option because the fielders were set square of the wicket.
Visit ni.
Again, the field very interesting to Saranga. More of wherever you bowl to him, he himself hits mid-off, which cover. That's his strength. You got mid-off in the circle to him. Interesting option, really. So far, they've not given him anything. Hit in that direction. Well, maybe he needs to push another fielder back, and now he's realized the Tuscan and fine leg goes down. Well, Chamira, what will he do? He chipped it off. That's the area I was talking about. It skips away. Shantu as well.
Number
The one that has 019
Good
275
desperation from Shanto.
1140.
They needed
Ada you
that,
pin?
but that was the great delivery. Almost a
019
face off,
275.
but then Samira was waiting for it. Just hit through the line. You'd expect to bowl slightly back of a length just to try and beat that shot.
Now this is a better field. Long off out because Mustafizur's slower delivery turns across the right hander. Now you're trying to force him to
দয়া
hit
করে সবাই একটু
across the
সাবস্ক্রাইব
line.
করেন নাহলে
Wide
আবারও
leg
লাইভটা
comes in,
বন্ধ
there's
হয়ে
the
যাইব
mid-wicket square leg.
দয়া করে
Third
সবাই
man
একটু
sweeper
সাবস্ক্রাইব
cover
করেন
and the long off. Oh, the bounce to the skipper. Lanka get the result they wanted to get Chamir off strike.
I think Bangladesh should be the happier of the two teams because they're not conceding boundaries, they've got wickets. And so far, Sri Lanka Lanka. The last boundary was 14 deliveries ago.
Maybe 14 balls ago, but since the 40th over, only 2 boundaries have been hit.
সবাই একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন,
Will that
যারা
be the
দেখছেন একটু
count?
দয়া
Is
করে
it
সাবস্ক্রাইব
12?
করেন,
Yes, it is.
আর লাইকটা বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে। অনিয়ন
Timely
দিতেছে
boundary
ইউটিউব
for
থেকে,
Sri
লাইকটা
Lanka.
1000 সাবস্ক্রাইব
Yeah,
না হইলে
absolutely.
লাইক ডিসকাশন
Very
করা
well
যায় না।
fought. I mean,
একটু
since
দয়া
the
করে
40th
লাইকটা
over, if it is just the
সাবস্ক্রাইব করে
third
দিন, চ্যানেলটা
boundary,
সাবস্ক্রাইব
then
করে দিন
Bangladesh
দয়া
should
করে।
be patting themselves on the back. They've done well because Sri Lanka went into the last 10 overs with wickets in hand. This is very well done.
Fielder in the deep had no chance. Field changes again. Long off is coming into the circle. No, he doesn't. He's just coming to have a chat. Gonna try and bowl at his body to try and cramp him up. Last ball of the 48. Eleven off that out. 270 for 7.
সবাই একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিন
That's
চ্যানেলটা।
absolutely free. It has no ads. It's called Wild Out Survival. Join.
সবাই চ্যানেলটা সাবস্ক্রাইব করেন প্লিজ। প্লিজ সবাই একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিন, 1000 সাবস্ক্রাইব পূরণ করে দিন আজকের মধ্যে।
2 overs remaining.
Please, সবাই
Roshan,
একটু
talk
সাবস্ক্রাইব
us
করেন।
through the Lotus Towers.
You see, we haven't still seen that real Lotus Tower. We've seen a few skyscrapers that have attempted to emerge. There has been 11 runs.
That was the over just finished. Yeah, 5 minutes to get through this over. Not Bangladesh will be penalized. Well, they'll get a margin because this delay is not to do with the fielding team. Hasaranga is the key. Can he get Sri Lanka to 285, 290? We're all looking at that number, 280. Last 10 chases here. They've got 290 plus. They've won 8 times. That's 4. Good start to the over.
That was slapped, hit with a lot of power. Not a great delivery from Taskin. Allowed Hazaranga to swing and swing well. And look at how he gets across. Tends to set himself up on the off stump. And did well. He's considered to be very strong on the offside, but now he's looking to play those leg side shots as well. Very effective. Good start to the over.
Yeah, 3 in the deep on the leg side. The third man. Sweep on the cover boundary, other 5 in the deep. Here's Taskin. Down the ground. Oh, doesn't get through. Tamim. Tanzil Hassan Tamim getting in the way.
Yeah, very good work, good commitment. Yeah, this is good to see Hasaranga talking to Chamira because the plan has to be, well, if he's going for a boundary, that's fine, but at least get him on strike. Dot balls should be thrown out of the window as far as Sri Lanka is concerned. They can't afford it.
Fielders in the circle. They stay back. Slower delivery. Hasaranga's got a start. Gets across.
That should be the plan. Surely should be the plan. Get Hasaranga on strike. Give him the maximum number of balls to face. The pace off that time. Clever bowling by Taskin.
Lanka won the toss. Opted to bat first. Even though the teams chasing, the teams batting second have won more matches recently. Overall as well, but dew has always been a factor. And Oh, there you go, Roshan. Throw out the window, you said.
Yeah, it's open. The window is open, so it's easy to throw it out.
But humidity levels are slightly lower than usual here in Palikale. Hence, the reason last few days there hasn't been much news. That will encourage Sri Lankan spinners. Pitch a good one. Bangladesh need to play themselves in, get those partnerships early. They're also of the habit of losing early wickets. Can get a good start, then you give yourself a chance of even hunting down 280, 290. I would say Sri Lanka already up to 277. Mindek goes out in circle, so Askin has not yet used the short one this over. Lovely shot, full toss. Maybe he thought it was going to be a short one, but he just flicks it away.
Bit surprised at Tuskin. Friendly full toss. He got the mid-wicket fielder in. Expected a Yorker at the leg stump, but then it turned out to be a fairly friendly, juicy full toss.
Choice
Yeah,
of
good
word,
idea.
juicy.
Wasn't it? It looked very juicy. He had to just flick it. And that's exactly what he did.
Well, last ball, Tuskin. 2 for 51 for him. Tried the double bluff, just didn't work. Now deep mid-wickets out. Fine leg in the circle again. Oh, good Yorker. Very good Yorker. Maybe that's what he tried and missed earlier. 49 bowled, 281 for 7.